What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Taurus sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of April 20th and May 20th, then you are a Taurus sun sign, and this video is for you. 2018 is upon us, and wow, looking back at 2017, what a crazy year it was. I don't have to tell you, it was full of ups and downs, and I wanted to show some appreciation for you for liking, sharing, subscribing to my videos, commenting in my video in the comment section of my videos. I really do appreciate everything that you did for me in 2017, and as a show of my support for you, I wanted to do a yearly or a look at the year ahead for 2018. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot to tell us the energies of each month in 2018, the Keepers of Light Oracle to tell us what spiritual theme you can expect to see or feel in 2018, and the Nature's Whispers Oracle to tell us what message you should keep in mind as you go through 2018. Now, this is a general overall reading. It's going to apply to you in maybe a more general way, but if you want a more specific reading, I am offering personalized readings using this same spread. If you want one, send me an email. The link is in the description below. I don't have it on my Etsy site or anything, but you can send me an email. I'll be asking $40 through PayPal, and we'll go more in depth with it since it's personalized and I can tap into your energies. You know, it'll be a video that you can check in on throughout the year to check in on your progress. So if you do want one of those, send me an email. I'll be happy to do that. All right, the cards are laid out, so let's get right on into it. We're going to look at each month individually, and we're going to start with the month of January. Ooh, and we've got the Page of Cups. I'm getting the feeling here that January might be a tumultuous month emotionally. It might be a little bit rough, and I don't mean like it's going to be difficult. Well, it may be difficult, but I get the feeling here that there's going to be some ups and downs in emotions in January, and you're going to feel emotional for a lot of things. Not maybe overly emotional, but you know, you're going to feel a lot of different emotions, from happiness to sadness and everything in between. So I do feel as though that January is going to be a month for you to get in contact with your emotions and get them under control a little bit, so that they're not pushing you around. You know, I like to think of emotions as something that we should observe and learn from, but not get caught up and wrapped in and allow our energies to be affected by. So I think that's an issue that you're going to have to work through in January is you know, getting in touch with your emotions and using them in the proper way so that they're not jostling you around. That's a metaphor, but you know, it makes sense with the waves crashing here. I don't know how well you can see it, but so that's going to be the month of January, a very emotional month. Let's move on into February, and we've got the Six of Cups. I'm getting a very childlike energy here, and I think the innocence of youth is something that we're all striving for, and I think that February is going to be like a playful month for you. You're going to feel like a little bit younger at heart, like a kid again, and something is going to make you feel like, you know, remember the feelings of being a kid when anything is possible, and your imagination trumps all things. And so I feel as though February is going to be a time for you to return to that childlike energy. Maybe some of you will be spending time with children, and that'll, you know, spark that. It's hard to say exactly how or why this energy is going to come in. This is a general overall reading, and you know, it's for a large group of people, so I can't say specifically how or why, but something that's going to make you feel young again, and that's a great thing. I think the more that we can bring a youthful innocence into our lives, the more exciting things are, and the more our imagination can take control. And when our imagination takes control, we start to manifest things in alignment with that imagination. Imagination is the way to the higher self. So that's a great card. I feel like progress being made forward, spiritually at least. Okay, let's check out the month of March. See what March has in store for my Taurid friends. Taurin, is that how you say it? I don't know. Taurian? That could be it. We got the Three of Wands. Alright, I'm feeling here that March is going to be a time for you to buckle down and start to get some work done. Start to do some things. And you all have different goals, and so I can't say, you know, which goal you're going to pursue or how you're going to pursue it. But the Three of Wands is about starting to put in energy towards creating something for the future. And that seems to be the energy of March, is that you're going to start to put in energy into something that's relatively new, possibly. And you're going to not see the results of it in March, okay? But you know that the things that you do in March are going to bring the results closer to you. And so it's going to feel almost very hopeful, very optimistic about the things you're doing, with the knowledge that the rewards aren't coming right now. But you know that down the line, things are going to really improve as a result of the actions you're taking now. So March is the time for forward thinking. It's a time for thinking of the future and planning ahead, and getting that thing rolling, whatever that thing is in your life that you want to get rolling. Okay, so let's move on to the energies of April. And we have the Five of Swords. Alright, I think April is going to be one of those months where people just don't seem to be vibing smoothly with you. That's the feeling I'm getting. Argumentation, possibly, maybe people just not understanding you, and the ego getting involved. And I think that, it's your ego that's involved. It's the other side's ego. It takes two to tango. Any argument you get into is 50% your fault, at the very least. So I think this month is going to be about managing the ego and not letting the ego get out of control. This is our first instance of the ego interjecting itself, our first sword suit, and it's not a good one. This is an ego battle, basically, where you try to impose your will on someone else. Your idea of what's right is invalid and mine is valid, and I'm going to make sure that you understand it. And there's no winners in these sort of things. Of course, there's never a winner, because even if you're right and you tell someone that they're wrong, they're not going to, generally speaking, they're not going to say, oh, that's a great person, he or she corrected me. No, they're gonna hold some animosity towards you for showing them the error of their ways. And if you're helping them, that's one thing. But generally, these ego battles, when it comes from a place of ego, no, it's not helping anybody. You're just trying to bolster your ego while at the same time diminishing someone else's, and that's not healthy. It doesn't serve you, doesn't serve the other person, and no one wins in that instance. So April is going to be a time for you to get control of your ego mind and not let it get out of control, because this is the start of the ego kind of wrestling for control, and we don't want to see it win, definitely. So that was April. Let's check out the energy of May. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Of course, anytime I see like a Five of Swords or something like that, the next month seems to carry some of that energy with it. And I think that we're seeing that here. The ego mind telling you that you don't have enough. And the Four of Pentacles to me is the idea of like, I don't have enough. I need more. I need to be safe. I need to be secure. So I need more stuff. I need more money. The more money we have, the safer we feel. But how do pieces of paper make us truly feel safe? Or does it actually make us safe? Not really. Okay, it gives us the illusion of security. When real security comes from knowing yourself and being in contact with your higher self. So I think that May is going to be kind of a month where you get off track a little bit. I don't sugarcoat things, Taurus friends. I'm telling you like it is. I do see you getting off track a little bit from either a spiritual path or an emotional path. I see you moving towards the idea of lack, the idea of almost not being stingy, but being kind of miserly, wanting to hoard it all for yourself and being really focused on that. So keep that in mind as you move through. What are we, May? Yeah, May. Keep that in mind as you move through May, and in order to combat this, just be more giving and realize that the more you give, the more that you are going to receive. And that's kind of the mantra that you should keep in mind for May. So let's check out June. And in June, we've got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is about getting things done. The King of Wands doesn't allow anything to stop him or her from reaching his or her goal. And the King of Wands is someone who will do whatever it takes, whatever is necessary. He's not afraid to get their hands dirty. He's not afraid to put in work, put in action in towards their goals. And I think that's, at the start of summer, I think that's what we're going to see here in June, is that you're starting to be determined. I think you're going to get past this kind of, I hate to say negative, but this kind of darker energy And in June, June, you're gonna start to say, you know what, I gotta get things accomplished. I gotta get focused, and I gotta get moving in order to, get past this energy, in order to move forward towards my goals and my dreams. So, a very productive month is the feeling I'm getting from June. It's the King of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna get stuff done, and I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what your dreams are, but I get the feeling that the action you put are gonna be in alignment with them. So let's check out July as we move more into the summer. And we've got the Empress. Oh, what a beautiful card. This is the card of abundance, of security, true security, not the fake security that the paper brings. This is the card of just the motherly card. And I get the feeling that you're going to feel well supported by the universe in July. The actions that you took in June are going to start to pay off, and you're going to feel like, the universe has your back. The people in your life have your back. And you're going to feel full of abundant resources, and you're going to have a lot to be thankful for and grateful for. So this is a very positive card. It looks like midsummer here in July. You're going to be feeling pretty good. You're going to feel substantiated in all the things that have led you to this point, and it's you're going to feel pretty happy is the feeling I'm getting. Not blissfully happy, but just surrounded by abundance. And when you're surrounded by abundance, it's a lot easier to be happy, definitely. Once we get rid of the idea that we need more, then it's a lot easier. So looks like July is going to be a more healthy time of the year. So let's check out August. Ooh, another major arcana. In August, we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, I'm getting the sense here of a time of waiting. Possibly as a result of the Empress, you feel like you have it all, you got everything you need, and I hate to call it laziness, because it's not exactly laziness, but once you've got it all, why do you need to really put in more work, right? And that's the kind of the feeling of August, is that, I've got all this abundance surrounding me, maybe it's time for me to relax and just take it easy a little bit. And if this is what your soul, your body, your mind need, then by all means, this is a good card, because the Hanged Man is not someone who just wastes time. Yes, he's not moving, but the Hanged Man is someone who is not moving, but is thinking about where to move, is planning, is plotting, is scheming, is thinking about where to go, is almost like a pit stop, right? Yes, you're doing this race, you're going around the track as fast as you possibly can, but then you just stop all of a sudden, and the other cars pass you, but you're not just sitting there. You're getting new tires, you're getting fuel, your liquids are getting checked, right? And it's a productive time, and then you get back on the track, and now you can go faster because you got better tires. What a great analogy for the Hanged Man. I've never thought of that before. It just came to me right now. Thank you, Spirit. That was a cool analogy. So that is the kind of the feeling of August that I'm getting. It's going to be a pit stop. Very cool. All right, let's check out the month of September, and we've got the Nine of Cups here. Oh, this is about happiness. It looks like you've taken a break and you've kind of recharged, and you found a newfound happiness, a newfound emotional happiness is more, to be more specific, is the Nine of Cups is about just feeling content. Yeah, maybe everything's not perfect, but you feel really good about where you're at, where you're going, where you've been, and it's just like a very blissful, happy feeling, and that's the feeling I'm getting for September. So it looks like the end of summer here is going to be very, very good for you. The end of summer is going to just feel like, the sun is out, the birds are chirping, you can go outside and go to the beach or go hiking or whatever you do during the summertime. You're just going to feel content. So definitely not much to say about that. It's very good, and it's almost sort of like a vacation here. I'm thinking maybe August, September is a vacation time for you to relax and go somewhere, possibly, if that's what you like to do. So definitely think about planning. If you're going to plan a vacation, do it in the August, September time, I would say, when you're feeling very relaxed and you're feeling like it's time for a break and you're feeling very happy. So let's check out the energies of October. Oh my goodness, the major arcana are coming out of the woodwork now. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. And when this card comes up, especially in these monthly or year ahead readings, it signals that there's going to be a shift. It's almost like, I got another analogy. Okay, the car that's racing is in in third gear, but you need to make a turn, so you drop down to second. Or, you hit this straight away, you jump up to fourth gear, right? This is about the shifting of gears, things changing. You're still on the right path, you're still on the track, but things are going to change. And I can't say specifically what's going to change, but there's going to be a reversal. And not a complete reversal, but just a significant change. And it's not necessarily going to be a sudden, drastic change. You might not even notice it, since it may happen subtly over the course of a month or two. But definitely October is going to be that time when things are transitioning. As you transition out of summer and into fall, the weather changes, the energy changes, and something in your life, Taurus friend, is going to change in October. And I wish I could be more specific. This is a general reading, but change definitely is the name of the game in October. Let's see what you're headed towards as we look at the energy of November. We've got another page. This one is the Page of Wands. I'm feeling like a longing here to go out and do something new. The longing to go out and explore. A longing to take action in maybe a new direction as a result of this wheel from the previous month. And this could be the desire for a new job, or even a new career, or maybe a new place to live. Just wanting some new energy to come in, something different. Feeling like, I've had enough of what I've done heretofore, and it's time for me to expand my horizons. That's the feeling I'm getting from this card. And so November is going to be a time for you to just say, maybe something new should be on the horizon. And maybe it's not going to come in November, but the seed has been planted in November. The seed is there, and you're going to start to think outside the box, to look outside your cell. That's a bad analogy. Okay, I was doing good on the analogies till then. Okay, so let's check out the energy of December. And new indeed. We've got the Ace of Swords. So that desire in November seems to now have manifested in December. And December is going to be a time for you a new idea is going to come to you. A new, your mind is going to think of something new for you to do. So I do feel as though, whatever new thing that you were setting your sights on in November, it's not going to come from the heart necessarily. It's not going to come from spirit. It's not going to be an intuition. This is something that you think up. And you're going to think up a new idea, a new way to go, and you're going to be excited about it in December, I feel like. And this new idea is going to change things in your life a little bit. And it's going to spark a new cycle, a new thing, sort of like in March here, sparking up a new thing. So December is going to be an optimistic month, since think of it, when you get a new idea and it's a good one, and you're just super excited to see how it'll play out. That's the feeling of December. That's what I'm getting for next December, almost a year from now. So look forward to that. All right, now that we've seen all the months, let's take a look at what you can expect now that we've seen it all. Definitely feeling as though there's going to be some things that you got to work through, especially in April. April is going to be a challenging time. January too is going to be a challenging time. January is really the only time that you really have some emotional issues to work through, is the feeling I'm getting here. But that's going to segue into some youthful, happy, innocent feelings. And then which will spark the desire to, bring in some new energy. But of course, the ego mind is self-sabotaging, and the ego mind doesn't want you to be blissfully happy. It doesn't want you to totally follow your intuition, because it's like, hey, what about me? And so it's going to manifest itself in the form of arguments with other people. And it's important to realize that when you see a fault in another person, when your ego mind sees a fault in another person, that is a fault that you see in yourself, but you don't wish to acknowledge. Keep that in mind in April. And in May, and the May is going to be a time for you to feel kind of feel kind of low vibe, like I got to hoard it all. But I think you're going to quickly move out of it. And then moving into the summer, man, what a great summer this is going to be. June, July, August, September, wow, is full of, positive things. Very happy. I feel like the summer is going to be great for you. You're going to expand. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel happy. But moving into October, moving into fall, things are going to shift, and it's going to be time for you to do some soul searching a little bit. What do you want to do now, right? You felt good. It's like you got stuff accomplished here. You took a break in summer, but now in October, November, December, it's like, what do I want to do now? I've had enough vacation. I've relaxed long enough, and it's time for me to do something. But come December, you'll figure it out. Maybe in November, you're going to be like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? A little bit confusing, but by December, I think you'll figure it out, and you'll start a whole new yearly cycle, and then you can come back and we can do another yearly reading. Okay? So before we go, we asked the Keepers of the Light Oracle, what spiritual theme Taurus sun signs can expect in 2018? And we got the Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. To me, this card is about seeing, not with your eyes, but maybe with your third eye. Feeling with your emotions. Seeing with your third eye, feeling with your heart, and listening with your intuition, right? Yeah, our eyeballs and our skin and our ears are great, and they help us through this 3D world, but you have so many more senses, okay? You have, inner sight, you have inner feeling, you have inner knowing, and you got to use these things, and the more you use them in the year 2018, the better you're going to navigate, because now you've got 3 extra senses that are going to help you move through this world, and these senses are ones that are putting you on the right path, okay? And so you got to listen to them, you got to open them up, you got to expand them. And you can expand them through spiritual practice, through meditation, through spending time in nature, eating healthy, drinking clean water, a lot of it, and just flushing out your system of those toxins. So this is going to be a year for you to expand those visions or those feelings or those intuitions and learn from them and become a better person as a result of them. So yeah, you have the opportunity for spiritual expansion here, Taurus friends, and it's a matter of wanting to do it, setting that intention, and it will come to you eventually. So cool. All right, let's check out the message. We asked the Nature's Whispers Oracle what message Taurus sun signs need to know in 2018. And we got infinite blessings. Oh, it seems like you're going to remember this come summertime, but the other times, like all through here, it's almost like you forgot. Maybe even here, like from here to here, it's almost like you forgot how much you are supported, how many blessings you have. You should feel like this. You should feel like the Empress. You should feel like the Nine of Cups all year, because you have so many blessings. You have everything you could possibly need to be blissfully happy right now. It's just a matter of realizing it, okay? There's people in this world who don't have cell phones or computers or internet or beds or houses or apartments or food or clothing or medicine. They don't have any of that. You have everything you need. The universe is supporting you. Mother Gaia is supporting you now so that you can be happy, so that you can create. And it takes the realization, because society pounds it into our head that we don't have enough. We got to get more and more and more in order to be happy. We got to get that new thing for $59.99, and it's going to bring happiness. And if you buy one now, you get a second one free. That's free happiness. That's wrong. You have everything you need to be happy, okay? So keep that in mind as you navigate through 2018, and you're going to be in such a better position. So Taurus friends, that is the reading. Remember, this is a general reading. If you want a reading where I tap into your energies, send me an email, $40 through PayPal. I'll make a video for you. Check in on that video whenever you want. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and it lets me know you enjoyed it and got something out of it, so I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put those in the comments section. And if you really enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos that I release. I got a bunch of videos planned for 2018 that you do not want to miss out on, and it's going to be fun and exciting. So hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. All right, Taurus friends, it's a time for you to realize how many blessings you have. It's a time for you to expand your spiritual practice, and it's a time for you to just be happy with everything, okay? All right, Taurus friends, I want to wish you a happy and prosperous 2018. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.